These are entertaining.
Famous American rapper, NBA Youngboy, is living a perfect life. Along with many hot girls around him and flexing millions of dollars in his hand, having multiple children and baby mamas, this guy is considered the king of the generation in the music industry. The story of NBA Youngboy, also known as Youngboy Never Broke Again, has been one that has captured the attention of many. With his rise to fame, millions of fans have followed his journey, both in his music and his personal life. He inspires the youth and shows the power of being successful. We'll take a closer look at the real reason why NBA Youngboy went to prison. Making stupid decisions when it comes to his name, his family, and his game, and what's behind some of the controversies that have plagued his career. In 2016, for the first time, Youngboy was faced with one of the toughest challenges of his life when he was arrested and charged with attempted murder. Despite being just a teenager at the time, he was facing the possibility of spending the rest of his life behind bars. But what was the real reason for his arrest, and what led to such serious charges being brought against him? Youngboy was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana in 1999, and from an early age, he was exposed to a life of violence and crime. Growing up in poverty and surrounded by gang activity, he joined the gang called 38 Baby at a young age. Youngboy found out that people really like his songs, that he has solace in music, and began writing his own songs as a way to escape from poverty and make his father proud, who's spending time in jail. He grew up with a single mother and his grandma. Youngboy faced numerous challenges, including the day there was no food on the table. His environment was surrounded with gang violence and the death of several close friends and family members. Despite these challenges, Youngboy was determined to make a better life for himself and turn to music as a means of escape. He was inspired by the likes of Lil Wayne and Tupac, and he began writing his own lyrics, freestyling on social media as a way to express himself and cope with his difficult life experiences. Despite the odds being against him, Youngboy's talent for music soon gained recognition, and he began to gain a following on social media. In 2015, he released his first mixtape, Life Before Fame, and soon after, he signed a record deal with Atlantic Records. With the release of his mixtape 38 Baby, he quickly gained a massive following, and his music quickly gained recognition for its raw and emotive style. Youngboy's music was different from what was currently popular in the industry, and his fans appreciated his honesty and vulnerability in his lyrics. He rapped about his life experiences, including his struggles with poverty, gang violence, and losing loved ones, and many fans found solace in his music, seeing a reflection of their own struggles in his songs. However, despite his growing success in the music industry, Youngboy continued to be plagued by legal issues and criminal charges. In 2016, he was arrested and charged with attempted murder, and it was reported that he had been involved in a drive-by shooting. But while being in jail, his album made multiple hit songs that started to form his early career in music. The charges against Youngboy was serious, and they threatened to derail his promising career in the music industry. He was faced with the possibility of spending many years in prison, and many fans wondered what would become of him if he was convicted. So why does Youngboy still want to or keep involved in gang activity? The truth is that Youngboy was committed to his gang. He loves his gang members like blood brothers. So Youngboy eventually caught up in a cycle of violences and crimes that was all too common in his community. Despite his success in music, he was still surrounded by the same dangerous elements that he grew up with, and he became a target for rival gangs, TBG, and individuals seeking revenge. Youngboy was a victim of circumstances, and he was caught in the crossfire of a violent conflict that he had no control over. He was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time, and sometimes he was unjustly charged with a crime that he didn't commit. The charges against him were politically motivated and intended to send a message to others in his community. Youngboy was simply a pawn in a larger game, and he was paying the price for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Despite the injustice of the situation, Youngboy found out about his life in prison, and while spending several years behind bars, he learned how to make the right decision for his future. Even though the experience was devastating for him, and it had a profound impact on his life and career. During his time in prison, without giving up on his dream, he continued to write music and reflect on his experiences, and he used his time wisely to reflect on his past and make changes in his life. Youngboy's time in prison was a turning point for him, and it made him realize the importance of changing his ways and distancing himself from the dangerous elements in his community. He began to focus on his music and his personal growth, and he made a commitment to making a positive impact in the world. He then made hit song after hit song that made him a multi-millionaire to this day. But the truth is, he never changed his lifestyle of living with the NBA gang beside him. Youngboy said this to himself: he'll be a gangster till his last breath. He was a man with a big dream who made it through from the hood and was loyal to his gang. On this day, Youngboy is in house arrest, which provoked the judge probation for a firearm charge in 2017. He even released a music video, House Arrest Things, in 2019. Youngboy was arrested on May 17, days after he was shot in a Sunny's Isle Beach, Florida shooting, where the scene resulted in a 43-year-old man found dead and NBA Youngboy's girlfriend got shot in her hand. Youngboy is known for the king of rap in his era. No one has come close to him when it comes to making a lot of money with a young age and being a gangster who's continuing to threaten the rival gang TBG, also known as Top Boy Gorilla. To be fair, the real reason NBA Youngboy's time in prison was not one of his own making, but rather a result of the dangerous and violent world that he was surrounded by. Despite the challenges he faced, he has preserved and continues to make a positive impact in the world through his music. He serves as an inspiration to others who may be facing similar struggles, and he shows that with hard work and determination, it's possible to overcome any obstacle and achieve great success. Well, now that you know why Youngboy is always troubled, what are your opinions on his lifestyle? Don't forget to click that subscribe button for more videos like these.